Welcome back. Today we're revealing the harrowing scene an entire generation still remembers her for, and why the woman who delivered it walked away from Hollywood at the height of her fame to build something Hollywood never gave her. Phoebe Cates was born in New York City in 1963, into a family deeply embedded in television and Broadway production. Her father helped create the $64,000 Question, and her uncle produced numerous Academy Awards broadcasts. She started modeling at just 10 years old, appearing on the cover of Seventeen magazine 4 times, work she later admitted she genuinely disliked, doing it, in her own words, solely for the money. After a while, her transition to film came with real difficulty attached. Her first role in 1982's Paradise required nudity she was uncomfortable with, and it was her own father who encouraged her to accept it anyway. That same year she landed the role most people still associate her with, the red bikini pool scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, set to the cars moving in stereo, a single moment that became one of the most iconic images of 80s cinema. But her most emotionally devastating performance came 2 years later in Gremlins, delivering a monologue explaining why her character hates Christmas, discovering her own father's body, dressed as Santa Claus, dead in the chimney after a failed attempt to surprise the family. It's a scene that still shocks first-time viewers decades later, wildly out of place in what was otherwise a comedy. By the mid-90s, at the height of her career, Cates made a deliberate choice most actresses in her position never make. She grew disillusioned with Hollywood and stepped back almost entirely to focus on raising her 2 children with husband Kevin Kline, whom she'd married in 1989. Her son Owen, born in 1991, grew up to become a filmmaker and actor, directing A24's Funny Pages in 2022. Her daughter Greta, born in 1994, became a musician, fronting the indie pop band Frankie Cosmos. In 2005, rather than chasing another film role, she opened Blue Tree, a boutique in Manhattan she still runs today, describing it as bringing her a kind of fulfillment acting never quite did. Now 63, still married to Kline after more than 3 decades, Cates remains largely out of the spotlight by choice, occasionally resurfacing for interviews about her family or her store, but never chasing a comeback she clearly never wanted in the first place. From a red bikini and a chimney full of nightmares, to a quiet, deliberate life built entirely on her own terms, Phoebe Cates' real story was never about staying famous. It was about knowing exactly when enough was enough. What's your favorite Phoebe Cates role or moment? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more real, untold Hollywood stories.